What's up, everybody? I am Gene Darden with the Southern Realty Specialist team at eXp Realty. Today, I'm going to give you your market update for Hoover, Alabama. So I want you to know, if you love this video, if it helps you, please subscribe, please share. And all these stats that I'm sharing and way more is going to be below. I'm going to link it below so you can pull the market report. And it's not a market report you can get everywhere. This is one of a really extensive study. So if you're a data nerd, or if you're just having a bout of insomnia, pull that up and it'll help you out in either way. But it's really good information. And so here's the overall view of what's going on in Hoover right now. With Hoover, we have really low inventory. And you automatically think, oh man, well, that is wonderful. That's wonderful. That means I can put my house on the market. Everybody's going to want it. It's going to drive prices up. It's not the case. We also have low demand. The reason we've got low demand is because rates have gotten, pretty high. And with rates being high, homes have not really adjusted to the level of affordability that's driving a lot of that pent-up demand we have in the market, just because it's just those two things have not matched. So on the market index in Hoover, you go from 0 to 100, and buyer-seller market is what we mean. It's called a market action index. 0 to 35 is going to be a buyer's market. Anything 35 to 100 is going to be a seller's market. Right now, Hoover's at a 42, but it's down from a 48 from last month. So that's kind of a big stat to tell you. It's creeping a little bit toward a buyer's market, even though it's historically low inventory. Demand is just flat. Well, here's something that can change that. There's a big date that's coming out, and that big date is May 10th. And May 10th is when they report the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, which is a fancy word for inflation. If that comes down a decent amount, mortgage rates may tick down a little bit with it. And when that happens, it'll release some of that pent-up demand we have in the market. Everybody thinks that the mortgage rates move with the Fed basis points and those type things, which that's happening this week. But they really don't. They're more tied to the CPI. So it's, if you want to study that, you can. But that's about as far in depth as I want to go on that. But I just want you to know, if you're watching for the rates to move, watch for the CPI more so than what the Fed does with the basis points. I want to give you a couple more stats that are most interesting. In Hoover, if you're above that $500,000 price point, then your average days on market have gone up to 80 days on the market, which last year it was like 12. If you're below 400,000 in Hoover, your average days on the market is 50. So that's a big difference. Another stat that's interesting is 32% of the homes that have been put on the market in April. So I'm always doing these reports. So the last 30 days is kind of what we gauge it by, so we can have enough good data to give you some accurate information. 32% of those homes have had to go through a price reduction. That's just because we got that 2022 mentality, but we don't have that 2022 market because, like I said, interest rates at 2.5%, 3%, homes are super affordable. Interest rates 6.5 to 6.7, 6.8, not so much. So that's what you're dealing with in this market. If you're going to get in this market, you can still be successful. Hoover is a wonderful place to live. They got plenty of things to do, great schools, all the things that drive traffic to their market. But just understand, you're going to have to be a little more patient. You're going to have an agent that really understands what's going on, not so much in the past, but like this report below, to help you predict trends and help you see into the future a little bit, so your strategy can be one that's on point and you can be successful with what you're doing. So listen, I hope this helped you. My name is Gene Darden. I've been selling real estate in this market since 2008. I'd be honored to help you in any way I can. 205-426-1113 is my cell. That rings directly to me right here. Let's connect if you need some help. Just a quick success story. We just did one in Ross Bridge, and it did sell in 2 days. But it was at that $480,000 price point. Cash sale closed in less than 15 days. It was beautiful. So that's a success story. I want to leave you with that because I don't want to sound negative. But you do need to know what's going on if you're going to play ball in this market. All right. Hope that helps. Have yourself a blessed day. Click below for any more of that information and give me a call if you need to connect. Peace.